Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram, focusing on part-whole relationships with a problem related to TEKS 5.4b, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it. We will look at our answers together. So we've got a school collecting cans for a food drive. We've got fourth grade, fifth grade, and then just the rest. We need to use an equation to represent C, an unknown number. So this looks like we have a total right here. A school collected 548 canned goods. So this is going to be the total number of canned goods that we have collected. And then we've got parts. So here's a part. Here's a part. And then the rest is unknown. This is the part that we are looking for. And what we're doing is we're actually going to represent that with C. So let's look at how we could represent this with a strip diagram to understand the relationship, because there's a few different ways that we could actually find C. So I'm going to put our total 548. I'm going to put that in a bar across the top. There's a lot of different variations of how we can do this part-whole relationship. Sometimes it's a bar on the top, sometimes it's a bar on the bottom, sometimes it's just a line that goes across. There's many different ways, but that's our total. And it looks like we've got three parts. So I'm going to break this up into three parts, and I'm not going to be too worried about making them equal because I don't know how many are in that final group, and I know that one of these parts is definitely smaller than the other. So we're not dealing with equal groups because my fourth grade's got 173 cans. My fifth grade's got 214 cans. That last part is the rest. But notice in the question here, they say C, they give us this letter here. That's called a variable. And it's going to represent the number of cans that sixth grade collected, which is the same thing right here. So that lets you know that those two are equal to each other. So I'm simply going to put C right here. And when we would do this in earlier grades, we might put a question mark, we might put a blank box. What we're going to do now is we are going to represent that with C. And so there are two different equations that we can get from here. And let me show you both of them. We'll see which one that this problem asks for. So one thing we can do is we can just set both of these as equal to each other. So this 548 goes all the way across. So we can say 548 is equal to, and then these three quantities added together. That's what a part-whole relationship does. So I've got 173 plus 214 plus C. And I'm looking at that, and it looks like it's going to be there at C. So that's going to be good. The other one that we can look at is how would we actually solve for C? So this question simply wants us to find the equation, but what if we needed to figure out how many cans did the sixth grade actually collect? Well, we would do it slightly differently. There's a few different ways. We might add up the 173 and the 214, subtract that from 548, right? Or we can just do two separate subtractions. What we would want to do is we'd want to show that the C here is going to be that 548, and then we're going to subtract 173, and we're going to subtract 214, right? So you take that C, and you want to get rid of this, and you want to get rid of this, and whatever's left from the 548 is your C. Or using the order of operations, we might do this. We might say 548 minus, and then we're going to put parentheses here, add the quantities 173 plus 214. In a problem like this, all three of these are going to be valid answer choices because they might ask you to just put the two in balance like they want us to do here, or they might want us to solve for C. And if you're ever not sure if you got the right answer, actually solve for C. Figure out how many C is and just make sure it plugs into these equations and it works. But our answer here is C.